Somewhere deep in Coney Island, Brooklyn. It's time for another exciting episode of Now in New York City Live. Of course, Now in New York City Live is brought to us by the Vitajex pill. The Vitajex to what you're doing to me pill. Park's famous flavor, delicious sausages. Summon a demon sausage baby today and grab some Park's famous flavor sausages today. A nice cold Schaefer beer on a nice hot day. A Schaefer beer is the one for you. And if you don't drink, maybe enjoy an ice cold 7-Up. 7-Up to thirst away with 7-Up, because 7-Up is all action. And of course, babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight, bringing you this exciting episode of Now in New York City Live. Why, hello everybody. It is August 17th, 2025. Good to see you, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. I see Activity 79 is the first one in the room, and Tracy Taylor, good to see you. Good to see you, King of Madden 26, you are third in the room. And Robinson Lopes, good to see you. Good to see you, NYC girl and Travis Weeks in South Africa. Good to see you, Dave Jeffrey in Niagara Falls. And Theri Mary, the original account, welcome. Good to see you, Lee John, welcome. And Autumn Alluring out there in Canarsie. Daniel Tomeo, good to see you, Daniel. I am not sweating, I am in the air conditioning. Good to see you, bonsoir, bienvenue, Neboul. Everybody follow Neboul, a fantastic live streamer, content creator from the south of France. So everyone give Neboul a big follow. I'm going to keep you company while you're waiting for the train. Good to see you, Colleen, out there in Cyprus. And Ronster. Good to see you, Ronster. Good to see you, Susan Barry. Welcome. And Sally Skipico. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Mullet Petition. Good to see you. What a username. Good to see you there. Yo, if you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. I'm a licensed New York City tour guide, so please feel to ask me any questions and I will Google it up for you. Because after all, my new exciting adventure, it's now in New York City Live. Good to see everybody. 2 minutes past the hour. The show is now underway. Good to see you, Jolie. Welcome. How is everybody's Sunday going? Sunday afternoon, let's go around the earth cameras. It's a hot day here in New York City. It's like 90 degrees or 89, at least for the Super Studios camera. There we go, looking out across. Look at that nice day to jet ski if you're in a jet ski. There's nothing like being in front of the Statue of Liberty on a jet ski. It's kind of surreal. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. Good to see you, Sarah C. Welcome. Mind the gap. That's right, Nipple. It's a hot day here, 90 degrees. It's humid. It's supposed to rain, but going with my little minimal weather expertise, I don't think it's going to rain. Well, here's a live radar here. Little bits of nothing dying out as we get close to the city. We'll monitor the rain. We'll monitor the weather. We're also monitoring Citizen app. Thanks to babiesovernight.com. We do have an incident here. A little bit earlier this morning. A white van crashed into a storefront at 16th Avenue. So 50th Street and 16th Avenue here in Brooklyn. No injuries reported, but a crazy scene, as you can see. We're also monitoring Citizen app for you. Thanks to babiesovernight.com. But Valerie Hallam's, good to see you. Good to see you, Carrie. Welcome. Doing great. Activity 79. Tomorrow is Activity 79's 7th wedding anniversary. Congratulations on 7 beautiful years. It rained up there in Syracuse. Susan, I hope you're staying dry. I hope it wasn't a deluge. I hope it wasn't a deluge. Have you noticed this, Susan? Susan's in New York State, so she could confirm this. It doesn't just rain anymore, right? We get like 5 feet of rain in like 20 minutes, and then it just bone dry. It don't rain nice anymore. It has to rain heavy. What's up with that, people? Rouge Jones, good to see you. John the Beagle Dad down there in Florida, welcome. Moonplane, the backup account, welcome. You get the deluges in Florida. Yes, you do. You could have a deluge on one side of the street. And on the other side of the street, they get to enjoy the rainbow and dryness. Sideways rain. Yes, indeed. Happy anniversary. Yes, indeed. Happy anniversary to Activity 79. Rains here and now near Reading. You need it. Hopefully that rain gets in there. Actually, I'll go to the wider radar here for you guys. Let me fire that. Haven't used this. Haven't you? Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me update this here, because this is an old image. There we go. Let's go to the super radar, brought to us by babiesovernight.com. All right. Good to see you, Steve. Welcome. The Charlie Parker Jazz Festival's in Tompkins Square Park next Sunday on the 24th there. We will be covering the Pee Wee Herman Lookalike Contest here in Coney Island, Steve LaPont. Good to see you. You've experienced this? You sent some photos over? I've lived it. Yeah, no photos. John the Beagle, that. Yeah, I have experienced that. Even rain's not the same anymore. It's not. Let's see. Here's Reading, Pennsylvania. Y'all are down here, right? You got some storms coming on through. If you're in the New York tri-state area, multiplex. We'll get the super radar over to you. Good to see you, DeBailey. Welcome out there in London. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Are you new to the broadcast? Tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. We're doing the traffic. We're doing the weather. And we're doing all these. I do have some animal stories that we could talk about as well. If anything's happening here in New York, please let me know. So if anything's happening right now, live in New York, let me know. And we'll try to bring it up on the traffic cameras here. We do have all the traffic cameras. We are also monitoring, of course, your traffic conditions, besides just enjoying traffic cameras. Rebel Radio News time now. It's coming up on 6 minutes past the hour. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Katya. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday there, Mrs. Metalhead out there in the Pelhams. Let me check Citizen app here. Let me see if anything's going on here. Because I don't think anything much is going on. Let's see. What's this here? Is that now? Yeah, 2 hours ago. Okay, little knife point attack. Robbery by knife point, unfortunately, on Amsterdam and 65th Street, unfortunately. That's within the last hour. And, yeah, nothing else that I see on Citizen app at the moment, but we'll monitor Citizen app as we continue along. Good to see you, Trish Mack. Welcome. Mason Eaton's Guten Tag. Welcome. Good to see you, Diana Lee. Welcome. Very beautiful crowd here. Very nice. Very beautiful. It's a calm afternoon. Sarge, good to see you, Serge. Good to see you, Serge. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Don't know why I'm even talking like that. Good to see everybody. Welcome. I might as well just quickly monitor the traffic map. Brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Yes. We have a lot of traffic issues out in New Jersey, it looks like. All of our traffic woes are out in New Jersey here. Solid ride coming into the Holland Tunnel, inbound and outbound. I'll say take the Lincoln. Lincoln's looking good. West Side Highway wide open, by the way. Not a lot of people in town. I had to say Danette and Anthony had an easy way out on the Queens Midtown Tunnel this afternoon. Nice ride getting into the LIE. Just standard Sunday delays over there. And yeah, there was that shooting in Crown Heights. Very sad there, Steve. Very, very sad. Good to see everybody. Welcome. But yeah, so we got heavy traffic right there in Midtown area there. And your normal stuff here. And I think Bell Parkway is looking good as well. But Bell Parkway, your standard delays here. And of course, the airports are quite busy as they always are. Take the train, people. Do yourself a favor and take the train. Good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Josias, welcome. Rio de Janeiro. Boa tarde, Rio de Janeiro. Boa tarde, boa tarde. Good to see everybody, people. How's everyone's Sunday coming along? I hope it's coming along great. We do have some random stories to talk about. We do have a story about a seagull. Yes. Did you hear, people? This is the big news in the tri-state area, at least on this show. Try to keep it lighthearted. Try to stay away from all the real shit, unless it's happening right now. Unless people are dying right now and there's video of it. Unfortunately, I'm going to try not to talk about that kind of stuff. It's for the most part a lighthearted show. Good to see you, Mark Freeman. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing great. Just monitoring the cameras here in the area and hanging out with all of you. Hope you're having a great Sunday. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. We're monitoring Citizen App. We're monitoring traffic. We're monitoring weather. All here live as we look at the cameras here. It's a hot and hazy day here in New York City. But the big story, of course, the big story of the hour. The story of the hour. Yes. Yes, tomorrow temps through Sunday in the 70s. It's going to be beautiful. Once this cold front passes through the city and the tri-state area, it's going to get nice and cool. I'm looking forward to Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow we're going to have a fun stream, so get ready. We'll be out in Queens tomorrow. Nebul is not a fan. Thank you so much for Nebul's on the trolley. Nebul is not a fan of seagulls, people. And I don't know. I like seagulls. I like feeding. I like messing around with them. But one town in Connecticut seems to be having a problem. So much so that they've actually named the seagull. We'll get back to this news in a little bit, but beautiful sunset out there in the United Kingdom. That's a beautiful thing. You need cold. I think we all need cold air, Jim. I think we do. I think we do need cold air. Well, people, out in New London County, Connecticut, not that far from the city here, maybe about 2 hours away from the city, a seagull that they have dubbed Cecil is going around town on unattended snacks in the town of Waterford. Yes, and the seagull is a menace. Where tomorrow in Queens? Stay tuned and find out. Stay tuned and find out. It's gonna be a cool one tomorrow. We're gonna have a fun stream tomorrow. But anyway, let's watch the continuing adventures, people. This news is about a week old. It's kind of funny. But let's continue on now. Let's react to the ongoing saga of Cecil. Cecil, the sassy seagull out there in Connecticut.
Steve, thank you.
Yes.
Right. Ever have a pesky seagull take your food?
No, well, yes.
Well, Waterford,
they're
one
fine.
gull is making a persistent problem there. NBC Connecticut's Musa Cooney joining us live with more on this. It's really the talk of the town.
Right? Isn't this stupid seagull the talk of a town?
Sure is, you guys. The seagull's name is Cecil.
Goddamn
and he's
Cecil.
making quite a name for himself here on the beach. He's known for stealing sandwiches right out of people's fingers. In fact, the town is warning people about Cecil.
I like the sign. Can they make that sign into a t-shirt?
Does not give up.
As long as he puts his mind to it, he can eat anything on the beach at this point.
There's a thief flying around Waterford Beach Park.
The seagull king. Move that way. Took the cookie.
He has a yellow teeth, beady eyes, and the determination of someone who hasn't eaten
I have been dying to play this for you people.
I'm eating my cookie under my...
I eat the cookie under the plate.
Because it will steal my cookie.
But really,
He will
it's
steal my
obvious.
cookie.
He hasn't missed a meal in a while.
And you can tell because he's the fattest around.
Right? He's the
This
fat
is
fucking
Cecil,
seagull.
the seagull by the seashore. He takes food and no prisoners.
I could feel his wings too. It was like so close.
We've had incidents of him like landing on people's head and taking food out of their mouths.
His favorite foods?
Oh, he's a big
Not
fan of
as
carbs,
much.
yeah.
He also likes the finer things, like a king crab leg.
The seagull completely devoured it in one go. And it stuck out on both
that was
sides
some
of the
good
neck.
king
And beggars
crab.
can't be choosers, but Cecil does have his preferences.
No pickles, no cucumbers.
No,
He's making
no,
a
I
name
don't
for
like
himself
pickles
on
and
the beach.
cucumbers. Sorry.
Watch out, Cecil steals food.
The town putting up these signs warning people to keep an eye out for Cecil and his cronies.
He swoops right in, takes food right out of people's hands, takes your fingers with him.
And no kidding, some Cecil survivors let us share these photos.
little
The lifeguards
bastard.
tell us they've been busy with
Fucking
band-aids this
bastard.
summer.
We did speak with animal control, and the reality is it's a wild animal. It's causing no true harm.
Duh.
So there's not much we can do but laugh along with him.
Unfortunately, Cecil ignored our request for comment. Sir, please.
I need the interview.
Cecil.
Fuck you, bitch.
And we have reached out to Cecil's
Can they make that
attorney,
into a
but
t-shirt?
hasn't
Can they
gotten
make
back
that
to us.
sign
For now,
into a
we are live in
t-shirt?
Waterford. Melissa Cooney, NBC Connecticut News.
What do Cecil's cronies have to say
I
for themselves,
know.
Melissa? I mean, is it
Right?
Is it just about Cecil, or is it this pack? we gotta be
Right.
concerned
Yes,
about?
this is my question.
I think it's everyone. I think it's all of them.
We're all gonna call them. They're all
Eat under a
Cecils.
blanket. That's actually a really smart idea, though. You know, you do
Right?
what
The
you gotta
goddamn
do. You
seagull
can't not go to the beach
mafia.
and eat, you know what I mean? Not eat. So.
Melissa Cooney live.
We
for us at
appreciate that.
Waterford Beach,
Thank you
State
guys.
Park.
Thank you,
Thank
NBC
you.
Connecticut. All right. Yeah, people. What do you think? The goddamn seagull people. They're all the same. Name them all. Name them all. Name them all Cecil. They're all Cecils, right? We're just gonna start generalizing shit. They're all Cecils, people. They're gonna do that for us soon. I'm telling you, the people in charge. There's gonna be a single word that they're gonna try to paint on different types of people, and it's gonna be just one word. So all the seagulls are Cecil. Bastard Cecil. Goddamn bastard. Listen, hey, I could see why birds like carbs. I could see why a seagull will go after a king crab stick or whatever the hell it was, and not go for the pickles. But listen, if you go to that beach, just eat pickles. Get a pickle sandwich. That's the pickle beach. It's the pickle beach, people. Right? Can you make that into a t-shirt, Tracy? You'll make money if you did that. Cecil the Seagull t-shirts. We need those. Little bandit eyes on it. It was cool, man. Good to see you, Sally. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. 49 likes. 58 people watching. Good to see everybody. Are you taking notes for another YouTuber? Please let me know. Say hi. The chat is unrestricted. You don't have to be subscribed. We're monitoring the conditions here in New York City. And at least on this show, the big story of the hour is Cecil the Seagull. Let's go around the Earth cameras. I hope everyone's having a great day. I am here just hanging out with all of you guys. That's all I'm doing. I'm just talking with you guys. We're rapping. You can literally ask me anything you want. Within reason. I'm over this thing where like content creators try to be giving and stuff, and then people just take advantage. They very quickly cross over the line of like being nice and civil. And anyway, all right, Cecil holding a Glock and a cookie. No cook. Yeah, Mark, you can't eat cookies on that beach. You can eat pickles, Mark, but you can't eat the cookie. He take my cookie. She take my cookie. He fly down. He take the cookie. Those must have been good cookies. Let's be honest. Those must be one of them big jumbolinas, as my mom would say. One of them big jumbolinas. All right. What it's a pirate. It's the pirate of seagulls, Mr. Cecil. Cecil the Seagull. Can Steven Seagal play Cecil the Seagull in his next movie? The most stupidest sentence I ever said on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Hope somebody clipped that. Your second favorite a Jewish show. There you go, after Curbed. Good to see you there, up and coming. I'm not Jewish, but l'chaim. I'm not Jewish. I'm actually Catholic by family tradition. I was baptized but not confirmed. So thus I am the devil. Whoa, we got a camera not working? Whoa, we got a fucking camera not working over here. There we go. I want my Jersey City camera. Oh, Jersey City camera is... Oh, no, it is. It's up. I'm about to say Jersey City's down. It's that fucking hot outside. Good to see everybody. Welcome. As we go around New York. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian, but I was born in Brooklyn. See, and I say everything. I just give up my whole life to you people. Just to entertain you. By the way, it's 419, people. Smoke them if you got them. It's 419. Good to see everyone. Welcome. As we monitor the conditions here in New York City, let me check Citizen app here, see if anything's going on. Yasu Gris, sexy cheesecake. Yasu Gris. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Do we got something going on in the Bronx? Oh boy, yeah, we got somebody was shot 3 hours ago up in the Bronx. So we're not going to talk about that. I'm looking for lighthearted stories where people aren't exactly dying in violent confrontations. Yeah, I got that hookah lounge tragedy overnight. That is the big violent story in the neighborhood. So that is what's going on. Let's check that again. Get back to the weather here. Might as well. The weather here is anemic here in New York City. We're having I do want a cold front to come. Oh, we got some development here. Let's put the map into the motion here. If you're down there in the southeastern corner of Pennsylvania, you should be getting some rain momentarily, depending on where exactly y'all are. Let's go to the Super Radar here, brought to us by babiesovernight.com. I would not consider myself the best New York City streamer. It's a subgenre that I'm the best in, I think. Anyway, got some storms here bubbling up. We got some, look at this. Look at this right over New Jersey, just to the west of the city. We got some storms bubbling up. We got some storms bubbling up here on the live Super Radar. So we're going to definitely monitor and those look like they're not moving. This is the new thing now. It's like right there in the Delaware Water Gap, actually, right? No. It's one county over. Down there by Trenton, it looks like you're getting some action. Got a couple of storms out there. Anyway, at least here in the city, we're just monitoring. We're monitoring that at the moment. Good to see everybody. Welcome. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Let's get to 100 likes. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Not too much going on, luckily, here in the city. So if there's something's going on, let me know. I'm taking it easy today. Yesterday we walked again 9 miles. We did the 9 miles again. We did 9 miles yesterday. We did some what was it again? On the stream it was like 19,000 steps. I appreciate that. Steve. Thank you. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. This is the these are the broadcasts where we get acquainted with each other. I talk to you. This is one thing about my channel that I really want to have, which is, we have these moments fairly regularly where we could just chat. Because you're just in time, everyone. You're just in time. You don't even need to be subscribed right now to talk to. There's really no rules except within reason. Go around the Earth cameras. Breathe that real feel. 97 degrees outside. Yeah, I don't want to be outside right now. I got cooked yesterday, guys. Yeah, we did 19,000 yesterday. 19,000 and change. Always rounded up and down. Because also I got to filter in like the steps and the miles I did on my tour, and then the steps and the miles that I do going home. So I try to get it down to like this 3-hour window when we do the stream. And yeah, we clocked in at around 19,000 just on the stream. So I always recommend watch my channel sometimes on a treadmill. Are you going through physical therapy? Are you walking a treadmill? Please feel free to put some of my live streams on the replay there, and you could walk with me. It's a great way to relax. 23 minutes past the hour. Good to see you, Deborah. Good afternoon, everybody, on this hot and humid day. I love that song, too. It's a beautiful song. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing great. And now I've moved the weather, our actual weather bug to all of our screens, so I like that. Then there's our weather screen, and of course, Citizen app. At least the closest thing to where I'm broadcasting from that's drama filled and not about death and shooting. We had this car into a van. A van went into a storefront over on 16th Avenue and 50th Street. Luckily, nobody got hurt. Nobody got, well, minor injuries, but nobody got hurt. Nobody got killed. And yeah, that's what's going on. Good to see you there, Leela. Welcome. I hope you're having a great afternoon, Leela. I hope everyone's having a great afternoon this Sunday afternoon. There we go. Even if it's just for an hour. I mean, Steve, if you want to come, I could plan out something that's an hour. That's my job as a tour guide. I could plan, and you know, an hour just straight up walking. I could make it very exciting. Like I could make like a Lower Manhattan loop. Lower Manhattan's perfect for like if you just have an hour, you just want to see all like the big stuff easily, smoothly, quickly, or you need something visual. Skyline views, you know, waterfront views. And of course the more bike rides to come. I think we're gonna do a bike ride on Tuesday. So just trying to lock that down. Was called into work last minute, which is nice. But called into work for Tuesday. Next Saturday, we're going to have a fun live. Well, I think we're going to have a live stream. I might be on somebody else's live stream. There's going to be some kind of live stream on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Because I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to do this week. Another summer week. But luckily, at least on Monday and Tuesday, not that hot. Got the wind coming off the water. Let's see if this map updated here. Yeah, no. I don't think it's gonna rain here in New York. It's supposed to start raining here in New York right about now, during this hour of the show. And I don't think it is. I don't think it is gonna rain. 68 people watching. This is engaging content. 70 likes. That's what I'm talking about. God, I love having an engaged audience. Good to see everybody. Welcome. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. What's on your mind, people? What's going on? What is going on? It's sunny out there, Deborah, out there in Dumbo. Sunny and hot. It's hazy. Real feel of 97, it's not fun. I think yesterday when we were doing the stream, on certain street corners we were pushing like 100. Or at least 97, 95. It almost felt like the oven. You know, if you ever go to a pizzeria in the summertime and they open up the oven door and you feel that whoosh of like really hot air. It felt like that on some of those intersections yesterday. It felt good, don't get me wrong. After a while, you just go crazy and you enjoy everything summer has to offer. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Thinking about more ideas. Where to ride a bike to. Maybe on Tuesday we'll go to a destination and then we'll come back. I think that's what we're gonna do. I want to start doing that. I've been very tempted to do a bike ride for you guys from Lower Manhattan to Flushing Meadow and back. You would see some incredible I could route that so you guys see some incredible neighborhoods. And Tuesday is going to be nice, so it's going to be nice working on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that. Good to see everyone. Welcome on into the show. 75 likes, let's go, baby. If you haven't said hello yet, tell us where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. What's on your mind? We do have this is only 2 days old. All right, so we do have an animal story from here on the tri-state area. Coming up in the next half hour. A cat was stranded in traffic and rescued from a New Jersey highway. That's coming up in the next half hour of the show. Good to see everybody. Cecil, and we'll get back to Cecil the seagull as well at the top of the hour. Rebel Radio News time now is 29 minutes past the hour. So we're almost at the halfway point here of the first half hour. Let's check the traffic. Checking the traffic here, the traffic map, courtesy of babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. Got a little bit of traffic. We got a little bit of traffic here on the Van Wyck, taking you into JFK Airport. Slow ride along the LIE, approaching Flushing Meadows and whatnot. Slow ride, but normal, probably normal volume around LaGuardia. Triborough Bridge looking pretty good, as well as taking you all the way up. But ooh, look at this, Cross Bronx Expressway, because it always has traffic. Cross Bronx Expressway, solid ride in both directions. But we do have a clearing once you get across the Harlem River. A little bit of clearing there. Looks like an easy ride outbound on the GWB. Inbound, you got a lot of volume taking you into the Cross Bronx Expressway. But the West Side Highway looking good. Lincoln Tunnel got a little bit of volume. Outbound on the the Holland Tunnel, not looking like a fun ride. Inbound, So take it with a grain of salt. Take the train, take the ferry. It's a Sunday, people. Good to see everybody, people. Stationary, Dutch stationary bike can't get to the fridge for a beer. No, yeah, it's true. It's true. Stationary bike can't get to the fridge for a beer. I wish it did. I wish it did, Carrie. Oh my God, the dream. They're just the dream, Carrie. Well, actually, if you get a stationary bike, you get all right. So let's all right. Just theory here. You get like a stationary bike thing, right? And you get that hooked up to like some pulleys, some like Pee Wee Herman shit, and you start like, so you sit in your chair and you start doing, oh, that thing they sell on the old people's channels, that thing where you can sit and you turn the thing and it's like it gives you cardio but on your couch. Who's seen that? You pedal this thing. I see it on the old people channels. So you get one of those, hook that up to a pulley system, and then maybe it could deliver a beer from the fridge from you. But that'd be very complicated. And then how do you keep the beer cold? How does the beers get distributed via the pulley system? These are very important questions. Oh my God, Margie, you were on the Circle Line and you walked the Brooklyn Bridge. Margie, that's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Isn't walking over the Brooklyn Bridge just special? It's special walking over that bridge. If you've never been over it before, if you know what to look for, even on the most crowded days, it's still an amazing experience. I mean, I always say, what is being alive? What is being a human? We could build these contraptions to take us over rivers without getting wet. And in the process, get up high in the sky and get a nice view. But Circle Line, too. Circle Line has some of the best tour guides. I am always trying to get a job at Circle Line. That is my dream job. Because I know I have that voice as we come up the East River towards the Brooklyn Bridge. Something like that. Anyway, I'm getting too crazy. But Margie, I'm happy you're having a great time. Yeah, so lots of vendors on the bridge. Yeah, the vendors are coming back. It's tough to police them. It is tough to police the vendors. I have a feeling when the vendor situation gets back to like what was it before, where it was like legitimately dangerous and there were tables and generators set up and all that, they'll do another sweep. And for the vendors, come on guys, there's like lots of space down below. But one day will I be willing to share the interesting wall behind me? No, this is it. This is it. You guys get to figure it out. You guys get to figure it out. There will be no tour of the wall. No. This is my stage backdrop, and that's it. That's all you get to see. You don't get a tour of it. You saw Jane's Carousel? Yeah. Ah, the beautiful Jane's Carousel. You know, it's amazing. Might as well talk about this story here. Jane's Carousel. All right. One of my favorite stories to talk about is how Jane's Carousel survived the flooding during Hurricane Sandy. It is truly an amazing, amazing story. Let me see if I could get this a nice large size for you guys, so I could show you. Okay, that's good enough. But gotta take the Circle Line again, Deb. Deb, next time you're in New York, maybe we should do that. Next time people are in New York, we'll all take a Circle Line ride together. Because I love Circle Line. I'm due to do a Circle Line live stream one of these days. B-Band, good to see you, B-Band. But again, one of my favorite stories is how this little carousel stood up to the 4-foot, 3-foot storm surge of Hurricane Sandy, and it remained lit for like 6 hours until the emergency generator directly below finally gave out. It's kind of amazing. I think it stayed lit like that. By the way, this was taken during the height of the storm. The photographer that took this picture was dealing with like 50, 60 mile an hour winds, probably higher, up at the midspan of the Manhattan Bridge. It's a crazy picture. I always think of that picture when I think about, Jane's Carousel, the 103-year-old Jane's Carousel. Right, wouldn't that be cool? Deborah, how can you not remember it? Wow, you stayed in Dumbo during Sandy? Yo. That's wild. The history is amazing, Margie. I'm happy you got to see it. I'm so happy you got to see it. I hope you're enjoying your stay here in New York, Margie. Hope you're having the greatest of visits. Tonight, I mean, if this rain doesn't come through, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at this sky. We might get a crazy sunset. I have been saying that for a while now. It's so hard to call sunsets, but I know exactly. It's so beautiful amongst tragedy. I know. It's crazy. It's like a sign of how resilient the city is, It's like, how resilient is this place? Well, I mean, we could have some kind of crazy storm happening. And here's this thing that stays lit the whole time. I'm trying to find a nice big picture of that for you guys. Anyway, Jane's Carousel, everyone. Good to see you, Ollie French. Welcome on into the show. When people ask what was scarier, was Hurricane Sandy or September 11th? And as we come to the anniversary of September 11th, for me, it's Hurricane Sandy without a doubt. Because Hurricane Sandy was like 10 hours of sustained kind of like almost like perpetual like panic. Because you didn't know what was going to happen. You had no idea what was going to happen at any given moment. And it was like what, 10 hours, 12 hours the whole thing lasted through. And we kept on hearing stories about what was happening around the city. It was scary. It was scary. Yeah, Margie, I hope we get a good sunset, Margie. I'm hoping for you, especially if you're out there enjoying the city. I really do. Good to see you, Melissa. We're going to go to the beach. Melissa, we're going to have next Sunday, weather permitting. Next Sunday, we're going to have like an old school Coney Island day where we're just going to be in Coney for the whole day. We're going to experience what Coney has to offer next Sunday. And there's a bit of a show as well that we're going to experience. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I could imagine, Ollie, yeah. My deepest condolences, Ollie. My deepest condolences. Yeah, the water stopped at your corner. Oh. I mean, the water came in about a block in. So if you were, luckily it gets pretty, you get a lot of elevation pretty close to the shore. So basically Brooklyn Bridge Park and like that block in, the Empire stores, that all got flooded out. One Main Street, the Valentis building. I know they experienced flooding, but they came through pretty good. But basically, like the Empire stores sustained a lot of damage. Jacques Torres, they had some damage right there. It was scary though. I mean, yeah, Hurricane Sandy was terrifying. Way more. It was worse than like 9/11 was different. 9/11 was like man-made, so you didn't really know what to expect. And after everything happened, everything got really calm and really quiet. So it wasn't like 12 hours of hearing the wind hit your window and stuff hit your, there was constantly stuff randomly hitting my window as Hurricane Sandy. I pray living here where I'm living right now that we do not get a hurricane like Hurricane Sandy, because this house that I'm in right now had 5 feet of water downstairs. So I don't want to experience that. I really don't. So, yeah, during Hurricane Agnes, It flooded the meat packing there. Hams and dogs. Well, really, hams and dogs floated down the Schuylkill River. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. That was that's different. When these hurricanes go inland and they dump all this water, it's pretty impressive how all this stuff how all this stuff really works. And that's why it's scarier than 9/11. Yeah, Washington went up to Front Street. Exactly. Good to see you, William Foley, out there in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Good to see you. We're reminiscing. I'm reminiscing here on Now in New York City Live. There's nothing going on right now. Let me quickly check the Citizen app, see if anything's going on. Here's our current weather. We got storms popping up to the west here. We'll go to the super radar here in a moment. See if anything is happening live on Citizen app. And I don't think anything, thankfully, nothing is going live here on Citizen app. So Citizen app seems to be all good. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We did have some violent incidents overnight, unfortunately. But anyway, good to see everyone. Let's get to the Super Radar. Brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. babiesovernight.com. Let's check it out here. Yeah, guys, a couple of thunderstorms out here to the west here, bubbling up. We might actually see this come through during the show. So let's see here. Ollie French gets tornadoes and twisters and inland funnels in Scotland. Have personally seen 2 or 3 of those things. Yeah, I could imagine it's beyond scary. I could imagine. It's not fun. You don't know how it's gonna behave. You don't know how it's gonna act, you know? That's the thing. You love that commercial, Margie? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Deborah. Yeah, let me I don't think there's any video of it. I go for stuff for like pictures and video, but yeah, there was a collision. Yeah, 2 people collided an hour ago on the Manhattan Bridge. Now this is a thing that I deal with all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I could tell you what happened yesterday. So here we go. Let's get to a Manhattan Bridge picture here while I bring up this story here. So, yeah, storms coming in a little bit later. Yes, Futurecast is putting these next storms coming up in a little bit later. I am so happy Erin's being pushed out, Melissa. Oh my God. I am so happy, Melissa. I was watching that storm. There is another one on the horizon 2 weeks from now. But I'm happy that Tropical Storm Hurricane Erin Reagan has pushed out. Thank goodness. Wow, Ollie, wow. Yeah, I'm afraid to read on Hurricane Erin. But luckily, Erin is going to be pushed out to sea. The cold front that's actually coming through the city right now, that's what's going to push it out to sea. But Manhattan Bridge, everyone, Manhattan Bridge. You know, I love Manhattan Bridge. I sometimes hate the Manhattan Bridge. Here's a live shot of our bridge here. So, yesterday on my tour, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, did I have a fun ride over the Manhattan Bridge. Had a fairly large group yesterday. We had 11. No, 12. We had 12. We did have 12. We had 12 yesterday on the ride, and we had a lot of had a bunch of teenagers on the ride. They were respectful. They were nice, but they rode really fast. And I try to accommodate everyone when it comes to the riding, but sometimes people just want to ride. And when we hit the bridges, I tend to go over the bridge first, make sure there's no like obstructions, and then wait for everyone to come off the bridge. And sometimes they'll push the pace. So I had these 2 kids pushing the pace, and we're going up the Manhattan Bridge. And then here comes 3 spandex-clad wannabe Lance Armstrongs, George Hincappies of the world. And they're riding towards me. Now, I was going to get ready to do one of those nodding my head videos because I was riding a nice pace going up the bridge with the kids behind me. But here come these fucking stunads coming down. And now they're coming down. Mind you, I'm climbing, so I'm not going as fast as I can. But these guys are coming off the bridge, and they got a pretty good clip of speed. Anyway, they're going 3 fucking wide down the bike path. Now that bike path that you see at the bottom of the screen right here, right down here, the bike path is right down here. It's only like 16, 18 feet wide. So here you got these 3 guys riding 3 wide, and here I'm coming with my group. And now I always say over to the far right-hand side, regardless, because there's going to be traffic, faster moving traffic as well. You know, the e-bikes, they're going to be passing me to my left here. So anyway, they're coming straight down 3 wide. And I realized, like, as I played with like the fact that I kind of swerve a little bit closer to the yellow line, the divider, they seem to not get it. They seem to not, they're going to hold their line, I noticed. So as they got closer, I did a little swerve to make sure that the kids behind me had a little bit of buffer and not be forced to go into the fucking fence. Well, anyway, the guy closest to me on my side, he did a little swerve, almost got the guy in the middle. They didn't, by the way, they did not crash. They did not crash. They just all went brrrr because they're all 3 fucking wide. Anyway, they kept on going. The kids were fine. All my guests were fine. We made it over the bridge. Now we're waiting for the moms and the dads and the other slower people on the ride to join us. Actually, people stop on the bridge too to take pictures. But anyway, I have me and the 2 kids with me. They had a good ride. They enjoyed that a lot. They saw what happened. And then here come the spandex people. Here come the spandex people coming off the bridge to confront me. Why did you have to do that? Don't you know you're supposed to yield? And I go, yield? Are you freebasing crack cocaine? I don't know what made me say that. I said, are you freebasing crack cocaine? You don't fucking talk to me like that. Then everything's a blur. And then one of them calls me fat. Now, mind you, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not cursing. I'm getting loud, but I'm not cursing. I'm not saying anything too crazy, you know, other than freebasing crack cocaine. So once that one guy called me fat, I zoned out and I just started saying, goodbye, bye, adios, let's go, andale, time to move it. I just started doing that. Any kind of way you could tell somebody to leave, I thought of it and I just said it. And they didn't know how to react to that. They got on with their ride. The kids enjoyed the comedy for the 45 seconds and went down for. And then finally the parents come off. And the other people come off the bridge. And everyone had a beautiful ride over the Manhattan Bridge. And everybody was safe. The Manhattan Bridge people. So I could see a collision. Anyway, getting back to the story. I could see a collision happening on that bridge because people ride stupid over that bridge. Anyway, good to see you, The Fly. 4902, welcome. It's stupid, exactly. It is stupid. It is what it is. I survived. 81 people watching, 89 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to 100, baby. Let's get to 100. If you're new to the broadcast, tell us where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. We are monitoring the Citizen app. We're monitoring all of our traffic cameras. We're monitoring the traffic and the weather. If you have any questions about New York City, please let me know. It's called a cow catcher. Exactly. Yes, it's a cow catcher. So, fun fact, Jolie, I used to actually ride a bike with a joust in the front of it just because. I used to do that. Good to see you, Gray Salt. Welcome. I had this little BMX bike, and I had a joust on it. I made a joust for it. So whenever I knew I was going to ride in like the city or anything, and I need a little bit extra space or focus on a little bit extra space, I had a joust on the front of the bike. And plus I could hold stuff on there. I think, kind of, anyway. It was simpler times when I had a joust on my bike. See everyone. Gray Salt 777. Good to see you, Gray Salt. 97 degrees here at the Super Studios. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon. We continue on with the news. Our news for the second half hour of the show here. It's kind of sad. A little cat was stranded on a highway. We'll get to that in a moment. But if you're new to the broadcast, if you're just joining us, tell us where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon. We're just hanging out here on a Sunday afternoon. The day is kind of going fast. It's going at a moderately paced speed. As we watch that Staten Island ferry come on in. Let's go around the Earth cameras here. There's your Circle Line boat right there. Your Circle Line boat passing in front of our Jersey City Exchange Place camera. Exchange Place. You know, I always loved the name of Exchange Place ever since I was a kid. Because it's literally a place where you exchange. You got to go from like the train to the boat or the boat to the train. You literally always exchange there. I don't know. And for some reason, it seems futuristic to me. Am I weird like that? I do consider sometimes Jersey City to be like slightly in the future. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the train stations. I don't know. Rebel Radio News time now is 4:49. It's 49 minutes past the hour. Let's continue on with the news. A cat stranded in traffic, rescued from a New Jersey highway. Thank goodness. And we do got pictures. And this happened just, 2 days ago. This happened on the 14th. A New Jersey State Police trooper came to the rescue of a stray cat on a very busy stretch of the highway. The Ramapo Bergen Animal Refuge said on social media that the state police were alerted to the presence of the cat that was stranded next to the fast-moving traffic on Highway 280 in Newark. They're quoted as saying that somehow the troopers reached him in time and were able to corral him safely. The troopers contacted Patterson Animal Control, which put them in touch with the Ramapo Bergen Animal Refuge. The cat is now named Conan. He was examined by the refuge by a veterinarian. They're quoted as saying, incredibly, he escaped with only a painful laceration over his eye. He's not microchipped, and we have no way to identify Conan or discover how he ended up in such a horribly precarious situation. Despite it all, Conan is a gentle, shy, and so grateful for the kindness that has saved him. He is now recovering from his injuries. Here is a picture of the little guy. They bring up the picture here. Oh, well, he is safe. We found them. They found them. They corralled them. And happy tales to all, everyone. That's a nice thing. It's always scary to see animals in distress, and I'm happy that little Conan. Well, hopefully somebody adopts him. But Gray Salt says that it's always the spandex-wearing Lance Armstrong wannabes. Gray Salt, I don't know why people have to be so aggressive on a bike, especially on a beautiful day. I never understood that. I never understood why people have to be so aggressive on a bike on a beautiful day. And I've always seen, like, in Central Park, it's different. Central Park, it's like you have a density issue. But on the bridges, it's like, listen, guys, there's enough room for everybody on the bridge. We just have to be patient and share the fucking road. But you have these people who want to, like, I guess, get their a high Strava ranking or something like that. James Singby, good to see you. And breaking sports news, everyone. Yankees are tied up there. Yankees and Cardinals all tied up at the top of the 8th inning, 4-4. The Yankees and Cardinals are all tied up at the top of the 8th inning, 4-4. Thank you so much, Michael Franco. Puerto Rico. But good to see everybody, people. Please feel free to give me your sports scores that you're interested in, and I'll read them like a news person. But anyway, shout out to the Ramapo Bergen Animal Refuge. Those are some beautiful people over there doing God's work, and I'm happy that the cat is safe and sound. Right, the poor baby, right? Well, Sideshow Cat, fun fact, my favorite cat in the world, Sideshow Cat, which you could follow on Instagram. Sideshow Cat was found on the side of the Van Wyck Expressway. So that horrible day could turn into something beautiful if the right people are in line. But Quacky Snacks, good to see you. James, thank you so much for adding a like. Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. Let's go Yankees, the Mets stink. Let's go Met, the Yankees stink. All the teams are good and bad, depending on what neighborhood you're in. I'm a Mets fan, but hey, let's go New York teams. How about that? Let's go New York teams. I have a little pennant flag. It's just this New York City on it. Go New York City. Go New York Cities. Oh, I knew I forgot an info for you guys. I forgot to get my transit, all my transit stuff up. That's what we need. I'm doing highway shit. I'm doing stuff for the drivers. What about people who take the train? We do have delays on the 2 and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Uptown 2-3 trains are running with delays. After they removed the train with a mechanical problem at Clark Street. So that's inbound. So Manhattan-bound 2-3 trains coming in from Brooklyn there, right at Clark Street before you go into the tunnel, experiencing some delays. M service, by the way, is out of commission there. M trains are suspended. Take the J train and free shuttle buses. Please check mta.info for more information. We'll also have a lot of planned parts suspended. So again, check mta.info for your 4, 5, 6, A, C, G, and Staten Island Railway. Also, D trains and J train is experiencing reduced service. And of course, we have what I experienced yesterday, the W special. There's special weekend W service that runs every 20 minutes between Whitehall Street, South Ferry, and Astoria, Ditmars. So it's kind of like a merge between the N and the R trains there. So again, check out mta.info for all more information. And oh, this is nice to know. Extra service has been added to the Rockaway Park Shuttle, extended, to and from Rockaway Boulevard during summer weekends. As I try not to burp and talk at the same time. So yeah, that's nice to know. So if you're going to the beach, probably a nice day at the beach, not gonna lie. You've never seen an M train in person. I have rode an M train. The train that's elusive to me is the Z train. I have never rode a Z train, but I have rode on an M train when I was going to, what was it, Ridgewood? I think I was going to Ridgewood, that weird neighborhood where some people say it's in Brooklyn or some people say it's in Queens. I'm in Ridgewood, Queens. I'm in Ridgewood, Brooklyn. Vastly different neighborhoods, even though they're kind of like in the middle. One of those neighborhoods is one of those neighborhoods time forgot. Need to show you guys that one of these days. Anyway, the Mets versus the Mariners at 7:10 tonight. So check out what channel will that be on? That will be on Sports New York, SNY. Ooh, Jim, you rode a Z once. Let's go. Hells yeah. I've never seen a Z train, nonetheless ride one. I've seen an M, I've seen a J many times, but that Z for me is elusive. How about this train over here, right, Carlo? Hey, what about this fucking train right down here? This train wants to go. What about this? What about this fucking train? You like my Sonic shirt? Hey, if you want to release Chaos Emeralds, super chat. Super stickers do not apply, but if you super chat me, you get to release the Chaos Emeralds. So, release Chaos Emeralds via super chat, everyone. Please feel free to sponsor the stream. Okay, we're gonna go for a weekly hunt for the Z. Okay, I think we'll do that, Jim. We'll go for a weekly hunt for the Z train. As I smash that like button. What do we got here? We got 86 people watching. Whoa! Breaking news, everybody. We hit 100 likes. We hit 100 likes, people. We hit 100 likes. Let's go. Thank you so much for the likes, people. It only took us 57 minutes to get there. Mets are on ESPN. It's the Little League Classic. The game is up in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. That's a fun thing. Yeah, you saw that subway lines have like 3 letters during. Yes. They used to be weird back in the day, up and coming. They used to have my favorite train that always makes me feel old was the double R. There was an RR, there was a QB, there was a QR. There were all these stupid codes. Seriously, I'm gonna be honest. I have read some old subway maps from like the 70s and stuff. I could never figure it out. And by the way, the new map that just came out recently is trash. It sucks. They need to bring back the old one. They need to bring back the one from 1979. They need to bring back that map. Our previous map was perfect. You could add to it. It had space. It was pretty. The new subway map really sucks. But we used to have weird letterings back in the day. It used to be really, really odd. But my favorite train was the RR, because I remember it, the double R. So the RR, the BQ, the BM, the BNB, it was crazy back in the day. It was complicated as hell. Anyway. And Quacky Snacks breaking out the Chaos Emeralds with a 12 euro super chat. Quacky! Quacky, let's go, baby. Let's go. Quacky Snacks. Thank you so much for the 12 euro super chat. Thank you for joining today's 12 euro club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 12 euro super chat. Quacky. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the very generous 12 euro super chat. Breaking out the Chaos Emeralds for Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you. The t-shirt worked. The t-shirt works. Of course I remember the 9. I remember the 1 and the 9. I remember the 1 and the 9. I had a sign from the subway. A paper sign. I used to take them. And I had a paper sign that it was for the 1 and the 9. I would love to know where that is. It's probably long gone. Good to see you, Cats. Welcome. Let's go! Can you believe it, people? We have done an hour of this. I still can't believe we've done an hour of this. It's kind of crazy, people. Thank you so much for hanging on out with me. We'll do a second hour of the show here. We're checking out the traffic. We're checking out the weather with you all together here on the most interactive show here on the internet. It's the top of the hour. 5 o'clock. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's live at 5. Now in New York City. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. We're checking out our traffic cameras and we're checking out everything else around town. If you're new to the broadcast, tell us where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. It's time for another exciting hour of Now in New York City Live. Good to see you. My name is Dutch Maz. I'm a licensed New York City tour guide. Good to see you, Moo 4B. Welcome. Good to see you, Carrie. Good to see you, Jolie. And Mark Freeman, welcome. Good to see you, James Singby and Cascats, welcome. Good to see you, Quacky Snacks with a big 12 euro super chat. And Autumn Alluring out there in Canarsie. Good to see you, Carlos Lorini, welcome. And up-and-coming NYC, welcome. Sally Muscles, welcome on into the show. And Michael Franco, welcome. Wepa. Good to see you, Coney Island Jim, welcome. And good to see everybody, people. If you haven't said hello, tell me where you're watching from. We're escaping the heat here in my house. Let's go around the Earth cameras. It's a beautiful day here in New York City. 1 hour loss of your life. Bonsoir, bienvenue, Neboul. Everyone follow Neboul. A fantastic live streamer from the south of France. You want to give him a follow, people. But it's a hot and hazy day, 90 degrees here in the city. Activity 79. Welcome on in, everybody. It's a hot and hazy day. I'm spending the afternoon inside with all of you guys. 1 more hour of checking the traffic and the weather and all that other good stuff. Here on what's probably the most interactive show here on the internet, at least at this moment, because I'm doing it right now, right? Yeah, because you guys are the show. We hit 105 likes. It's a beautiful thing. Let's keep the likes coming, people. But autumn has arrived in Sweden, everybody. Breaking news. Autumn has finally arrived in Sweden. Cooler temperatures are overtaking Sweden right now as the cooler temperatures come on in. That's a beautiful thing, Activity 79. Watching from the Lower East Side. Good to see you up there in the Lower East Side. It's a hot day out here in New York City. That's why I'm inside. James is checking on in from the United Kingdom. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to check the traffic, people. Traffic radar brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. babiesovernight.com. Slow ride on the Holland Tunnel. Slow ride on the Holland Tunnel outbound. Inbound's looking a lot better, though. Lot of volume. The damage is done over in the Lincoln Tunnel. Both tubes going in both directions have delays. A lot of volume delays, and probably something happening over here, right? Yes, we have delays. 20 minutes. All lanes are open, but 20-minute ride. How's the FDR North doing? Wide open. FDR North is looking good. Just by the Harlem River Drive here when you get in now towards Mott Haven way. up here by the mayor's house, if you will. A little bit of a slow ride there, southbound, northbound, looking good. Taking you all the way up towards the Cross Bronx Expressway. It's a slow ride in both directions, taking you into the GWB. GWB outbound, looking good. Inbound, not so much. Slow ride as well. Triborough Bridge looking pretty good. Just some volume delays on the Triborough. We got outbound delays here on the Brooklyn Bridge, but it looks like that's normal volume. Volume, of course, around downtown Brooklyn. Southbound, going into, what's that there? Greenpoint there. Greenpoint Way, southbound. A little bit of a slow ride taking it into Williamsburg, and then vice versa. So are they making movies by McCarran Park again, ruining traffic? Probably, people. This traffic update brought to you by BabiesOvernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight, guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com. It's a slow ride, people. Take it easy. Wait, you know that intro music. These are from... All right, so Deborah, I have funny... This is kind of funny. Those are real news bumpers. Those are from the now defunct 88, WCBS News Radio 88. Some beautiful sound engineer out there, or one of the last programs they had, said, oh, I'm going to upload all this stuff to the internet. You could download it. And you could use it. So, yeah. I have all of the cues from News Radio 88, including the teletype machine. Including the teletype machine. But these are all of them. Yeah, right, you tell your parents to listen to News Radio 88. Exactly. Exactly. And when somebody said they were going to upload these, I was like, are you kidding me? And they're all uploadable, and all you got to do is set them up. And as you see, I got a teletype machine now. So it sounds like I'm not really giving... by the way, we'll talk about the big news of the hour, which is Cecil the Seagull. Did you hear about this, ladies and gentlemen? Cecil the Seagull terrorizing a town, a beachfront community in Connecticut. That's the big story of the hour. We'll go back to Cecil the Seagull in a few moments here. But good to see you, Big T. Welcome. My thoughts on building a tunnel from Coney Island to Sandy Hook, New Jersey. That's not exactly feasible. It'll be very expensive. And we'll just take a look at it right now here. It would it wouldn't make sense to build a tunnel this far. And then don't forget, this here in Sandy Hook, this is all federally protected, like, nature area. So you can't really just go like that. Now, what they do want to do is they do want to build a storm surge protection barrier right here. There's two versions. There's one in this area of Coney that takes you over to Staten Island, where they're building a wall right here, or they'll build another wall right here between Breezy Point and Sandy Hook. And this is all federal land, and they can't really do much to fix it. So, yeah. Not feasible, I would say. Not feasible. Rebel Radio News time now is 7 minutes past the hour. Bryant Park is showing Interstellar tomorrow. That's pretty cool. And what else do we have here? Yes, we're going to talk about Cecil the Seagull that is terrorizing a town out in Connecticut. Norm out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania is joining us. Is going to try to stay to the end, but if you could go to bed, we're only on for one more hour, so we're only doing 2 hours today. Building up here with ferry service is a better idea, Deborah. Absolutely. Me and my wife agree. I appreciate that there, Big Tony. I appreciate that. All right, people. So here we go. So if you guys don't know, we have the story of Cecil the Seagull. He has been terrorizing a town out in Connecticut, and this little bastard he's causing a scene here. And I think this is Maine's weather. This is Maine. Yeah, this is News Center, Maine here, reporting on the terrorizing Cecil the Seagull.
Seagulls are a staple
yes,
on
they
Maine's
are.
beaches this time of year, and if you're not
Good to
careful,
see you there,
you
Oleg.
might lose your lunch.
In Connecticut, a pesky seagull has become famous for taking food right out of people's hands. Melissa Cooney reports.
Yes.
does not give up.
As
He
long as
don't care.
Puts his mind to it, he can eat anything on the beach at this
Yeah,
point.
he eat anything.
There's a thief flying around Waterford Beach Park.
The seagull came. Flew that way. Took the cookie.
He
has
took
a
my
yellow
cookie.
beak, beady eyes, and the determination of someone who hasn't eaten in years.
That I'm eating my cookie under
I'm eating my cookie.
my cover up because it will steal my cookie.
But really, it's obvious he hasn't missed a meal in a while.
And you can tell because he's the fattest around.
This is Cecil, the seagull by the seashore. He takes
And
food
Quacky
and
Snacks
fingers.
with another
I could
12
feel
euro
things,
super
too. It was,
chat.
like, so close.
Quacky
We've had
Snacks, thank you
instances
so
of him,
much
like, landing on
for the
people's
very
heads and
generous
taking food out
Chaos
of their
Emerald
mouths.
test number
Favorite
2.
foods?
Oh, he's a big
Not
fan
that
Another
of cars,
generous
yeah.
12
He
euro
also
super
likes
chat.
the finer things,
He's
like
so
a king crab leg.
The seagull completely devoured it in one go, and it stuck out on both sides of the neck.
And beggars can't be choosers, but Cecil does have his preferences.
No pickles, no
pickles.
cucumbers.
He's
Just
making a
eat
name for
pickles at
himself
the
on
beach.
You got to watch out. Cecil steals food.
The town putting up these signs
Look at that
warning people to keep
sign.
an eye out for Cecil and his cronies.
He swoops right in, takes food right out of people's hands, takes your fingers with him.
And no kidding, some Cecil survivors let us share these photos. The lifeguards tell us they've been busy with Band-Aids this summer.
We did speak with animal control, and the reality is it's a wild animal. It's causing no true harm.
No.
So there's not much we can do but laugh along with him.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Cecil
Hide
ignored
your
our request
cookies.
for comment.
Sir, please.
I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here.
Look at him dodging the cameras.
That would be the cutest, like, kids' book. Cecil steals food. And, like, a lesson on sharing, maybe.
Yes.
Like, you know, being kind
Yes.
to your neighbor.
Yeah, be kind to your neighbors, people. Don't be like Cecil. That is a true story. This is a true story. This is a true story from Connecticut. Our regional news, everyone. I'm trying to find you the lighthearted regional news here. That was CBS News Center, Maine, reporting on that variation there. But it's a true story. Yeah, no, he took my cookie. Anyway, Quacky Snacks. Thank you so much, Quacky Snacks, for the very generous 12 euro super chat. Thank you so much for today's 12 euro club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 12 euro super chat. Quacky, thank you so much for Chaos Emerald test number 2. Much appreciated. He took my cookie. Yes, the seagull it gets fan mail now. So in the previous iteration of the same news story, they basically said, like, is it just one seagull, or are we talking about all the seagulls? Oh, you want the transit report? Oh shit, Jim wants the transit report because he wants transit and weather and transit on the 10s. I appreciate that, Jim. Thank you for keeping me on point. But we'll check the traffic here in about 40 seconds. The closing shot from yesterday's stream was, oh, did you like that with the pigeon yesterday? He was like in the perfect frame. He was in perfect frame, that pigeon. So I had to say goodbye with him. And I wonder if Cecil likes snickerdoodles, right? I wonder if Cecil likes snickerdoodles, right? Must be from the UK. That's what Deb said earlier on the last hour of the show. It has relatives that trace back to to jolly old England. Anyway, send your fan mail to Cecil, P.O. Box 1897, Yorkville Station, New York. That's Cecil, P.O. Box 987, Yorkville Station. Anyway. I heard a rumor is not playing in my head anymore. I luckily got it out of my head. Let's check the transits. What's going on here at MTA.com? We got still delays on the 1, 2, and 3. Uptown 1 trains are delayed while they request police assistance for someone being fucking batshit crazy at 145th Street. This is as of 10 minutes ago, so this is up to date. 10 minutes ago, Uptown number 1 trains are delayed while they request NYPD assistance for someone being absolutely batshit crazy at 145th Street. So take the skipping trains there. 2, 3 trains are still running with delays here. So downtown now. Oh, we have reversed directions here. Downtown 2, 3 trains are running with delays after they address a door problem at Wall Street. And this is as of, this is as of 3 minutes ago. We have delays on the G trains. G trains are running with delays in both directions after the moved track switch near Bedford Nostrand. Oh, maybe a possible almost derailment happening there. Again, G trains are running with delays in both directions after they moved track switches near Bedford Nostrand Avenue. So the track switches may be stuck. This is as of 15 minutes ago. Anything else? Planned stops for the D in the Bronx. Uptown D trains are skipping 170th Street and 174th, 175th Streets. All trains at the Tremont Avenue aboard on the Manhattan-bound platform there. So take those downtown D trains at Tremont there to catch those skipped stops. So what's the police code for people going batshit crazy? I have no idea. Exactly. That's Tom Kaminsky. Did you enjoy that, Deborah? I have all of the News Radio 88 bumpers here. This is the top of the hour. This is the top of the hour. I don't really use this one, but that's the top of the hour bings. And then we have the weird spacey one. That's the weird spacey one. And then we have the bottom of the hour. And then what else we have here? We have the cool one. This is the cool big band top of the hour one. Listen, I want to thank the sound engineer who uploaded all these. They make doing these shows so much easier. I like that spacey one. It must be Jesus' husband. Do you remember him from 3 days ago in my walkabouts? It might be, James. It might be Jesus' husband. Who knows, people? Anyway, we have a lot more of those. Yeah, EDP is an emotionally disturbed person, but what is the police code, Gray Salts? That was the question. What is the police code for somebody going completely batshit crazy? I mean, EDP is like, we got a crazy EDP. Anyway, what's the code? What's the code, people? Good to see everyone. You're just in time for this nonsensical show. Well, welcome on in as we check the transit and the traffic. Checking this weather radar here. Yeah, storms are beginning to build up. Let's fire up the super radar. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, it's going to happen during the show. Yay! We got excitement happening on the show. Yay! We got storms coming towards us. Have I had my puppy stuff? What? Have you got your had puppy stuff yet? I don't know. I don't know if I got my had puppy stuff yet. Sounds like old NES console music. I have old NES console music. Wait, hold on. We're going to play Name That Tune. We'll play Name That Tune right now. Let me see if I could. Yeah, we'll do that one. All right. It's time to name that tune as we stare at the weather radar here. Right, bring on the rain! And there it is. Jim, you got it. Look at this. It literally bubbled up. Let's put the radar into motion here. It literally bubbled up. And we'll go to, I guess we'll go to statue camera really quick. Yeah, you can see it right there on the right. You can see it off to the left-hand side there. It's getting darker. So I think let's get timing on this here. Let's get timing on these guys here. Let's see. There we go. Right at the end of the show. Right at the end of the show, the rain's going to come in. Right at the end of the show, 5:54. Yeah, you do have an EDB call on bus. That's true. Yes, it's bus. It's code for ambulance. That's true. Oh, did I ever get my hand puppet stuff? You know, I never got my hand puppet stuff. I got to go to there's a store, a specific store I have to go to if I want to get hand puppet stuff. Just never made my way out there. It might be in England, but your village hasn't seen rain in what seems like months. Yikes. That's not good. But there you go, people. We got our rain pushing in. We are going to be tracking this now. It looks like it's dying out, though. I love stormy weather. I wish I could play it here on the show. I wish I could play stormy weather. Is there a copyright-free version of stormy weather? Right? Is there one? Oh, anyway. Good. But I do have music from Nintendo on here. Ah, who remembers what video game this is from? All right. I played this game way too much as how many hours of my life? Oh yeah, it's the publishing that gets the copyright struck, not the recording. Yeah, it makes sense. It's the publishing that gets the copyright strike, not the recording. That's interesting. Garth Brooks and the Thunder Rolls. That's a song. That's right, James. James, you got it. Sim City. There you go. We're building a little town. Anyway. Yeah, I have a lot of nonsensical sounds on here. All right, so as we watch the rain come into the city, good to see everyone. Yeah, folks at the party boat pier will be disappointed. Well, I don't know, Gray Soul. I think the rain is going to pull out relatively quickly. I don't think it's going to stay around for very long. Here, wait, let me get some background music. I need background music to talk. Thank you, Mrs. Babbage. But yes, yeah, I think these storms are going to move rather quickly through the city. I don't think they're going to be long-lasting, if you will. So let's check Citizen app, by the way. I haven't checked Citizen app in a while. Seeing if anything's going on here via Citizen app. I don't think so. There's none. I haven't got the alert. I haven't got the alert. Person used keys to enter an apartment and stole a debit card. That's a shady story. From 250 West 61st Street. That's kind of a shady story. People were stuck in an elevator on 70 Amsterdam Avenue. That seems to have cleared up. And that is also police activity, or is it a different call? Oh yeah, man robbed at knife point at the beginning of the show about 3 hours ago. Good to see you, Catherine McKay. Welcome. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. Was I ever a Zelda fan? Link, the Legend of Link, whatever it is, Lost for Link. Oh, do we have something live on Citizen app here? We might have something live here on Citizen app. Stand by. We might have something live on Citizen app. We do have firefighter activity. Oh, we have a forest fire, people. Forest fire in Prospect Park. Forest fire in Prospect Park. But yes, some kind of fire. This is live, or this was live. Let's see here. I love how people don't know how to video on Citizen app. This was live. So this was live back here. This was live. 8 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago. Fire department activity in Prospect Park. Near, let me see here. That's the hill drive there. They're in like that center hill. The Wells. Oh my goodness. What's the name of that park? What's the name of that road? Yeah, Hill Drive. Hill Drive. Anyway. But there you go. Yeah, shooting was crazy yesterday. Wow, it was on your news in the Netherlands? That's crazy. Yeah, it was sad. It was sad, Quacky. It was sad. Sim City was a good game, and I used to love. I still play Sim Theme Park. But anyway, this is our latest news here on Citizen app. We have some kind of fire department, I guess, as well as police activity. I'm gonna say there's fire and police, making sure that nothing is burning. Are we having like an outdoor event? Is that it? What's going on here? I could bring up the sound from this. Let's see if we can bring up the sound from this here. Try to figure out what the hell's going on here. Oh yeah, there was some kind of fire. I think this might be live. I think this might be live here. Prospect Park, as always, does not have the most reliable cell phone signal in there. We are monitoring that and more, people, here on now in New York City Live. Welcome on into the show, everybody. But you like SimCity 3000? I mean, SimCity 3000 was okay. I'm a bit of a purist. I like the old ones, but SimCity, was it 2013? That killed the franchise, and now I play City Skylines. Anyway, I know. I think the tree branch snapped and landed in the barbecue. I think that's what happened. I think you're right about that. I think you are right about that. Let's head over to Citizen app here. Here we go. Yeah, I think this was live. I think we're just seeing like a loop of the live video of a live stream. Yeah, so we got the tree limb that snapped off, and it went into this area here where they're clearly having some kind of like cookout, some kind of, yeah, it went into the barbecue. Yeah, look at that. Home Fritz, so fries. It's a French fry stand. So a branch fell off at this event. Is the smorgasbord going on today at Prospect Park? Is that what's going on? This is as of 11 minutes ago. Hopefully nobody's hurt. The workers seem fairly chill, which is good. Yeah, he looks like they're accounting for everybody. They're asking everyone if everyone's fine. Yeah, the Home Fritz. That's the Home Fritz stand. Yeah, so there's some kind of like event happening out there. And it looks like a branch went into the Home Fritz. The Home Fritz. Now, we will monitor that as we continue on with the hour here. Other than that, not much else going on. At least lighthearted news. Well, at least. Hopefully nobody's dying in mass numbers, and we'll be on the show here. Smoky fries and chicken. That's right. Yum. I could go for that. I could go for some smoky fries and chicken. Let's go to that Statue of Liberty camera here. Look at that. We got our clouds rolling in. Rain showers are approaching the city. If you're just joining us, James, have a great night. You went to the smorgasbord before, walked out with a taco and a cookie for $56. Sounds about right. You got to be careful of Cecil the seagull swooping in and stealing that shit. You got to be careful of that. So there we go. Let's update the radar here. Yeah, we got these storms here building in just to the west of the city. Let's go back to the super radar brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Look at this. Our latest radar run here. Right, it looks like smorgasbords. You go on Fridays when it's at the Oculus. Nice. The one at the Oculus is pretty nice. But look at that, strong cell. Yeah, a broken decarp. I'm sorry. Yeah, a little bit too hot for me today. Yesterday we did 19,000 steps. We did 19,000 steps yesterday. Walked 9 miles. So at least for right now, I'm going to stay inside today. We'll be back outside tomorrow doing lots of steps for you, broken decarp. But welcome to the show. Let's get the timing of this next. So 6 o'clock, Staten Island. You like burnt meat on a stick? It depends on who's making it, Gray Salt. Staten Island, you're up next here. 6:02. Yeah, it's getting dark out there. Days getting shorter now, Kaz. Yeah, oh yeah. We are losing sunlight. Ooh, we just lost movement on this cell here. We just lost some movement on this cell. Wow, we just lost movement. Let me keep this in motion here as we monitor this. But yeah, the days, I'm already feeling the days get shorter. I am already feeling the days getting shorter. It is what it is. Hey, are you new to the broadcast? Tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. 116 likes. Let's try to get to 125. That'll be awesome. Keep the likes coming. But for me, at the moment, it is too hot for me for a walk. We walked outside yesterday. It was 100-degree temperatures. Let's talk about the story after the stream, actually. So after the stream, after I stared at the pigeon, ending the stream last evening, there was a pizza place that I passed right before the end of our tour, and it was a nice pizza place. And my intention was to grab a slice of pizza and then hop right on the Q train to go home. But it was so funny. The guy I say, "Oh, give me a plain slice. Give me a plain slice." And then I took a nice cold cherry Pepsi out of the refrigerator. And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you can sit down. You can sit down. I'll bring the pizza to you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I guess maybe because I looked just that disheveled and just not all there, I sat down and enjoyed the air conditioning, and I watched LP Walks. It was funny. LP Walks was on 72nd Street and the West Side and the Hudson River, while I was at 72nd Street and 2nd Avenue on the East Side. So that was kind of funny. And so he brought the pizza over to me, and I watched LP, and I drank that soda. Oh, the soda was so good, Mark. Oh my God, Mark. Oh, it was so delicious. Yeah, yesterday was hot. Yesterday was hot, Quacky. That's why I'm staying inside. I am taking it easy today. I am taking it easy today. But the soda was nice and cold. The slice was a solid slice. It was a solid slice. I mean, I'll give these guys a shout out because the guy seems so nice, and I think I'm pretty sure he saw that I was probably like heat stroked or whatever. Not heat stroke, but heat tired. Let me see. What was the name of this pizza place? It was a solid slice. You know, it wasn't anything like out of the ordinary, like special, but it was good pizza. I would not say it was bad pizza. It was good pizza. So let's see here. What is the name of this pizza place? Is it not even on their? Wow, it's not even on the map, for real? I can't search this area for pizza and it's not there. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Crave, everybody. Big shout out. I was totally discombobulated. Not so hot there. 57. Ooh, I wish it was 57 here in New York City. Anyway, Crave Pizza between 73rd and 72nd Streets on 2nd Avenue. It was a solid slice. I wouldn't, it's not going to be anything mind-blowing, but the store was very clean. The pizza was really good. It was a classic New York City slice. And the crew in there was, at least the guy who I interacted with was really nice. And right next, and the best part about it, it's right next to the train station. So you can literally just go right into the corner and go take the escalator down to the Q train. So if you're in the neighborhood and need a quick slice, hit up Crave Pizza. I give them my Dutch Ma's thumbs approved. Classic slice. A little expensive. It was like $3 something for the slice, but everything's getting more expensive now. So I think it was like $3.50 for the slice and another $2.50 for the soda, something crazy like that. But the slice was like a big slice. I'll give it that. It was a fairly, when you talk about slice sizes, it aired on the larger side, so it wasn't like a very thin slice. So Crave Pizza, everybody. That's what I had after the stream yesterday. After our 19,000 steps. After our 19,000 steps we did. But yeah, pizza, you're on your way, Quacky. Let's get it. That's one thing that I am completely, we are spoiled with good pizza here in New York City. Let's be honest. We are spoiled with pizza here. Yeah, word of the day, everyone. Word of the day brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Discombobulated, everyone. Discombobulated. I'll say it in a sentence. After I walked 19,000 steps, I was a little discombobulated to order pizza correctly. So the owner of the pizza parlor ordered me to sit down, enjoy the air conditioning, and I'll have the pizza brought to me. Oh, yeah, I was out of it. You could ask the Duchess. I was out of it. But then the Duchess, we ordered some Thai food. It was nice. Anyway, And then after that, we made some whoopee. There we go. We made some whoopee. Hey, are you new to this broadcast? Tell us where. Oh, look at it. It's getting dark at the Brooklyn Bridge now. Look at that. Ooh, live view here from #1 World Trade Center. 90 degrees here. 87 here at the Super Studios here in Coney Island. 90 degrees on this EarthCam map right now. Or EarthCam view right now. And if you haven't said hello to me, tell me where you're watching from. Everybody thank Quacky Snacks with not one, but two €12 super chats. Thank you so much, Quacky, for sponsoring our community news and conversation program. It's much appreciated. Fun fact, the closest pizza place is called New York Pizza, but it's awful. Aww. That's sacrilege. You know, I should talk. I don't. Who remembers this place? Anybody? Okay, for my Florida people, I think it was called New York Pizza as well, or New York City Pizza as well. There was a pizza parlor in Central Florida that prided itself on putting the water they used to make the dough through like these pipes to make it taste like New York water. And I had that pizza. That was not New York pizza. It did not taste like New York pizza. It was yeah, pizza yesterday, seafood next Saturday. There you go, Mrs. Metalhead. Seafood next Saturday. Let's go. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a fun day. And next Saturday, people, we're going on an adventure. We're going on an adventure, people. Yes, and I haven't been out that way in a while, Mrs. Metalhead, so we're going to have fun. I am looking forward to it. But yes, indeed. See, now I want pizza. I just ate and I want pizza. I had the Duchess's lovely what was it again? And that asparagus. Oh my god, it was string beans with chicken and potato. With the Duchess's special seasoning. It was really good. Good to see you, Carl. Welcome. You were in the Bronx yesterday with family. Great day. Got your New York City fix. That's awesome, Carl. Carl, I hope you had a great afternoon. Watching these rain showers drift closer and closer to the city. Oh yeah, look at that. This camera here, you can start really seeing it. Like rain showers are drifting towards the city, ladies and gentlemen. Go back to the super radar here. They're getting closer. No one can imitate New York City pizza or bagels. No, they can't. There was a place in Florida. They made this whole big deal. Like, oh, whoa, we put the water through these pipes and shit. And they had it like all on display. You could see like the water going through the pipes and shit. And it was like, okay, and then they're supposed to, and it did. I went there. I was like, no, this is not New York pizza. It was very disappointing because I was being deprived of New York City pizza for a couple of weeks at that point. So, right, you have seafood every day. Me too, Carrie. I just see the food. I have seafood every day, people. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I eat good. I eat seafood. I see food every day. The water is what makes the difference, and it has to come from New York City. You can't just run it through pipes. The water in Florida is cursed. The water in Florida is cursed. If I'm feeling very nihilistic, I will drink tap water from a Florida faucet. Do you need a license to go fishing on that pier? Are you talking about the Coney Island pier? No, you don't necessarily need a fishing license. It all depends on what you want to get, I think. But no, I don't think you need necessarily a license to fish on the pier. There's nuances. I have no idea how they work, people. So please feel free to let up and coming know the local fishing laws. Because I don't know them off the top of my head. I mean, I guess I'll look them up. All right, we could do that. Let's see here. Fishing licenses by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. You get a freshwater fishing license valid for a whole year, 365 days for just $25. Go to ny.gov and get a freshwater fishing license and all the other fishing licenses here. Yes, types and fees annual. Yeah, $25, everyone. $25. All right, there is no license needed for salt water. I could hear two drunk men saying that right now. You don't need a license for salt water. You got only swim fresh water for a license. And it's $25, by the way. It's $25. Non-resident fee, $50. But annual fee for freshwater fishing license is $25. Go to dec.ny.gov/regulatory/permits-licenses/sporting-and-use/sporting/fishing/licenses for more information. You notice the New York City tap water is high quality. It's the champagne of waters. Let me tell you something about that water in New York. It's the champagne of waters. You only need a license for freshwater fishing. Ain't no licenses for salt water. Porgies. Oh my God, the boat. One of the boats that I showed in when we went to Sheepshead Bay a couple of weeks back. One of those boats actually sank recently. I'll bring up that. Let me see if I can find that story here. Yeah, let me see if I could find the story here. Yeah, 11 people rescued. This was a week ago. This was a week ago, people. We actually had this boat on the live stream. We actually had this boat on the live stream. 11 people rescued off of a fishing boat in Sheepshead Bay. They were grabbing those fucking fluke. The fucking group of fucking fluke. What we getting today? The fucking porgies? Go down the boat, get the porgies. All right. ABC7 reporting here, everybody.
That fishing boat with passengers on board suddenly starting to sink at a pier. And video shows emergency crews using a makeshift bridge to rescue 11 people from the boat as it slowly took on water.
Yeah, you see the boat tilted there.
Luckily, everybody was safe.
Happened last night in Sheepshead Bay, and that's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate, who's been there live all morning long. Phil, have you spoken to any eyewitnesses?
Yeah, Pedro, good morning. In a moment, you'll hear from a man who says that he was here at the dock last night as an evening on the water for 11 people unfortunately was cut short. It turned into moments of panic and as he just tried to steer them in the right direction. Take a live look right now at that boat that is lodged on its side, and it is a reminder as to what happened here last night.
Oh my God, they down in there.
Oh my God.
Sailing for nearly a dozen on board this fishing boat last night. This dramatic citizen video capturing the rescue after water seeped in, causing the vessel to sink.
When the boat came in, it was taking on a lot of water. Everybody got off the boat safe, and then it went down right here.
Right there.
Joe tells me he was at the dock in all of the chaos around 9:30 last night.
Ooh, at night too. That's not fun.
Passengers to safety along with emergency crews. Their paddle this ladder, leaving 11 people crawling from harm's way.
We pulled the boat in the dock, got everybody off. By that time, there was too much water.
Did they realize something was wrong while they were coming back?
Yeah, that's why they came back. You know, usually they come back in at 12.
Right.
They got back in at 9 last night.
Captain Jeff had to come right back.
The pier in Sheepshead Bay is home to several boats offering aquatic experiences, and for a company that delivers the bait each week, this morning was like no other.
That's crazy, man. I mean, we pull up like this. I couldn't even read what boat it was. I thought it was a movie at first. You pull up, you see a boat sunk. There's a million different things that run into your head. But we were trying to deliver bait to him, and when I saw the letters, I just couldn't believe it.
This morning, the fishing boat is getting quite the
Jeff.
attention. Still lodged on its
Party's
side,
over,
partially
Captain
submerged.
Jeff.
as life vests float in the water.
Oh, let me put my nice guy glasses on. Hold on.
Puzzled with questions.
I feel terrible. I mean, the guy's such a nice guy who owns it. It's horrible. You know, it's really a tragic thing. I wonder what happened.
And right now, you're taking a live look at the boat that is partially
Good to see you,
submerged.
Freddie.
We're
Good to see
told
you,
that it
April.
is
Welcome.
stabilized, so good news there. Just a short time ago, the
Fucking
Coast Guard
Captain
has
Jeff.
arrived, and they are now assessing the situation.
Yeah.
They've been up here for about the past
last time we
45
walked in that
minutes.
neighborhood.
Now, it's also important to note that one person was taken to the
Yes.
hospital where they're being treated. As for those other
They're
10 people
fine.
who are on board, they are
They're
expected to
fine.
be okay and have received medical
Somebody
attention here. We are
injured
live in
their
Sheepshead Bay this morning. I'm Phil
ankle
Tate,
on the
Channel
way
6.
out, so they're fine. So nobody hurt, nobody died, but the Captain Jeff. Sorry, no porgies for you, kids. No porgies for you. 11 people rescued. That was a week ago, by the way. That was last week's news. But we had that ship on the live stream, and I think they were getting porgies. Porgies with Captain Jeff. Anyway, ongoing news about a half hour ago. A tree limb crashed into the Palm Fritz a tent at the Smorgasburg. Oh, we got a severe weather alert there, Gray Salt saying, and I think you're right there. You always know, you know it's always a shift. That's right, it's true. Good to see you, Maria. Welcome. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, it's actually finally touching Manhattan here. Oh yeah, look at this. We just got our alert here. Thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm warning for next 45 minutes. And I'm just on the outside of that, but it looks like lower Manhattan. So New York Harbor, everyone. I guess we'll keep this on here, and we'll monitor the cameras here as well. So we go to the live camera here. There we go. Rain is finally getting into the city. Jim is gonna get Coney Island. Jim's gonna get his wish. It's always the fucking porgies. Let me tell you something about these porgies. Little shifty little bastards. If it was up to me, I will feed all the porgies to Cecil the seagulls. I'll feed them all, that little bastard. It's like you're going up to Connecticut to go say hi to Cecil. Let me tell you something about fucking porgies. You don't need a license in salt water. You don't need a license for them little bastards. You don't need a license for them little bastards. They're little bastards for waterfish. Anyway, if you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Nobody give you a shout out. Do you like me acting like a fool? We're only a few more likes away to get to 125. So let's get to 125 likes, because I like that number. It'll be a nice number. Let me pay $125. Hold on, I'm doing my numbers. $125 straight. I'm playing my numbers, people. What are your numbers? Tell me your numbers now, people. What are your favorite numbers as we watch the weather come in? We'll call up Jimmy the Greek. We'll call up my favorite consigliere, and we'll get the whole Megillah fixed out there for us. Yeah, might hit the big one with the numbers. Good to see you, RJ, out there in Colorado. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Tell me your favorite numbers right now. What are your favorite numbers? Let me tell you something. Right now, I'm liking 125. 125 straight. I'm liking it. I'm confident with that number. I'm confident with that number. I'm gonna play that straight tonight. I'm gonna go down a little guy there. Okay? Get my fucking ticket for the evening game there. Poor Captain Jeff. Oh, we haven't done, by the way, we haven't done transit and traffic over here. Holy shit. We haven't done that, people. As we watch this rainstorm come in, we're going to keep a live view on that. And, yeah. But good to see you, RJ. Good to see everybody, people. Let's might as well check the transit. We got delays on the #1 train. Uptown trains are running with delays after NYPD assisted somebody being a complete wackadoodle at 145th Street. Residual delays are still ongoing. We also have delays on the A train. We have somebody taking their yacht. The southbound bridge there. So A trains and Rockaway shuttle trains are running with delays in both directions after the South Channel Bridge opened for marine traffic to pass. Some asshole had to take his yacht out. Residual delays as of 10 minutes ago. We also have planned suspensions on the M train. Go to mta.info for more information. And of course, planned parts are suspended for the 4, 5, 6, the C, the G, and the Staten Island Railway. Also planned skip stops on the D train. And of course, what I dealt with yesterday, special W service. This weekend, W service runs every 20 minutes between Whitehall, South Ferry, and Astoria, Ditmars, and Queens. It's kind of like an R and an N train mashed up there and had a little baby, and they called it the W. So go to mta.info for more information. We do have outbound delays on the Holland Tunnel. Let's check out the Holland Tunnel really quick here. It looks like we have some outbound delays here and inbound delays on the Holland Tunnel, so slow ride. Slow ride as well on the Lincoln Tunnel. So maybe take the GWB where it's not as horrible. Weather and traffic updates brought to us by babiesovernight.com. 52 bombogies. I got a 52. Let me tell you something about that number 52. I played that number a couple of times. If there's a shady number, it's 52. 52 is a shady number, but you hit with 52 porgies, my God. The subways do need another good washing. They always need a good washing. They always need a good... Will there be flash flooding in Brooklyn soon? I doubt it. We may get some ponding in roads, but what's kind of concerning me is I don't think this storm is moving that fast. We do have now rain overspreading northern Manhattan right now. Let's go to the Earth cameras here. We should be able to see it here. This camera just update on us? Let's make sure that camera is updated. But it looks like it is coming in here. Right on time here, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock here, right at the end of the show here. I don't think we're going to see any flash flooding, but we are under a severe thunderstorm warning here. So basically, New York Harbor, the northern part of Staten Island here, expires in 40 minutes. So we're going to be watching this for the next 10 minutes. It's amazing how fast this show goes once you have it all programmed out. Did we hit 125? We hit 127. That's a beautiful thing, guys. Let's go. 127. I got 127. There we go. We hit 127. I'll take it. 127. There we go. All right. How's everyone doing? 51 minutes past the hour as we watch the rain come in here in New York City. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Good to see you, E-Bike Mike. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. As we watch this rain, as we watch this rain come on in. As we watch the rain come in. It's actually a little blossoming right there by the GWB. Look at that. A little bit of blossoming right there. Let's see if we can get a George Washington Bridge camera here. Let's see if we get a George Washington Bridge camera. Try to maybe show this to you guys with our traffic cameras. There we go. Okay, that's looking in the wrong direction, but it looks like it is already raining. There we go. Here's 179th Street and Fort Washington. And you can see that ominous cloud off in the distance over there. We're looking from the ramp there. So just to our left-hand side of this camera shot is the George Washington Bridge bus terminal, bus station. And then to the right-hand side is the actual bridge itself. So let's go around these cameras here. We'll zoom around these cameras here. See what's cooking here. Here's another view from the other side there. Here's 178th Street. And let's see here. Let's see if we could go to maybe just a little bit further down here. Yeah, let's go to this guy right here. Entrance ramp here. Okay, I want a sky view. This is the whole thing. I want a sky view. Well, looks like we've got traffic is moving, which is good. There we go. Getting darker over there. Yeah, it's getting darker. What is the website I use for the Earth cameras? Yeah, that's earthcam.com. Yeah, these cameras here, these are all earthcam.com. These are all earthcam.com. These give me this is a 4K. This is a 4K feed right here. That's 4K. Everything else is 1080. Getting dark. Look at that. Getting really dark there over the Hudson River there. Let's go back to Super Radar here as we got this coming. It's coming in. It's beginning to cross over the Hudson. Beginning to cross over the Hudson here. Yeah, these are Earth cams here. This is our Statue of Liberty torch camera right here. And then this is our One World Trade Center camera looking towards the Brooklyn Bridge. And then here's our Exchange Place camera looking across the way down towards One World Trade. So it is getting dark here in New York City. The rain is coming in. Rain is coming in, everybody. Yeah, the camera, the highway cameras have Nokia quality, exactly. they're very low quality, but they give us, at least they show us what's going on. So like 145th Street, it's definitely, I think it's definitely raining here at 145 right now, 145th Street and Broadway here, looking north. So it looks like it is definitely raining uptown there. You can definitely tell people are kind of milling about there and moving a boots. Me and E-Bike Mike rode on that very street right there, 145 and Broadway. We rode our bikes to the right-hand side of the screen right there. So it definitely is raining right now. Clouds, it's getting dark here in the city. Let's actually go to that Exchange Place camera. Looks very ominous. Good to see you, Jake. Getting dark for you as well. Good to see you. It's a big storm now. Big storm. Look at this. Big storm formulating now. Really building on in here. Really building on in. This is why I'm not outside. It's another reason why I'm not outside. Here's reason one. Here's reason number 2 for not being outside. I don't want to be caught in that rain. Oh, did you cheat that day? Listen, you were fine. You did fabulous there, Mike. You did fabulous. As long as you had a good time, that's all that matters. As long as you had a good time. Severe thunderstorm warning, everyone. Severe thunderstorm warning here in New York City right now for the next 30-something minutes now, right? Next 34 minutes. I want to hear the Nuns Bowl too, yeah. Those nuns are bowling. Having a good time. The sisters are gambling. Let's see here. Let's see if we get any other views here. I'm not finding any other non-Nokia views here. There's a lot of people on Brooklyn Bridge right now. Wow, a lot of people up there right now. They're all getting ready for the rain. They're all getting ready for the rain, everybody. They're all getting ready for the rain. They're getting ready for that. Good to see everybody. Welcome. I guess we'll hang out a little bit longer here and let this rain here come on in. Look at that, just like that, people. 2 hours of your life gone forever. We'll hang out here for a few more moments here before we say goodbye as we watch this rain come in here. So it's getting dark. The rain clouds are coming on in. And I don't know how long it's going to rain for. Maybe an hour or so. Did we lose our battery park camera? Might have lost our battery park camera. Yeah, we lost our battery park camera. We have lost our battery park camera. Broken D Carp says that he almost got hit by lightning twice within 2 minutes when he was breaking down your family's carnival company in Massachusetts a couple of weeks ago. Wow, I'm happy you're safe. Mother Nature always shows us who is boss. She has no choice. But D Carp, I'm happy you're safe, man. Happy that worked out. So as the rain comes in, I want to thank everyone for joining me this afternoon. And as the rain comes in, people, stay safe out there. Heed those warnings if you can. And take care of yourselves, most importantly. That's what you want to do. But thank you so much, Quacky Snacks, with your very generous I'm gonna try to add that up right now, which is a bad idea. I should not do addition. That's 22, 26 euros. Thank you so much for the 24 euros. Thank you so much for the very generous 24 euros super chats. Over 2 penny size hailed is expected, so break out those pennies literally from heaven. Literally from heaven. That's right. Absolutely, Jolie. I concur. I hope everyone stays safe out here, especially here. I don't know how long these storms are going to last. It's going to get pretty heavy for a little bit here, and but penny-sized hail is expected here, so everyone, at least here in the 5 boroughs, take cover. Time to cuddle up inside with your loved ones and all that good stuff. And stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. You're more than welcome, Quacky. 2 hours of your life gone forever. Are you new to the broadcast? Tell me where. Subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name, at Dutch Moz. Make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. Shout out to all the channel members who make this happen, and a shout out to all of you guys who hit that like button, all 132 of you. Let's go, people. Thank you so much for hanging on out with me. And from the internet world to yours, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have yourself a beautiful and fantastic day in a simulation, whether you think you're living in a simulation or not. Hug your loved ones, share those beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will see you guys all on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.